Uh, Today is Sunday. What is it? December 7th. Um, we're closing in on a new year, and this topic has been long on my mind for a long time, so I definitely want to get off my chest. Um, I don't know about the other black men that are watching. I mean, studying YouTube and paying attention to the content. But one of the traits that I have is I'm very good when it comes to being observant, and I'm noticing a trend that's just far too prevalent, especially as it pertains to, black men's content on social media. And this gentleman right here, by the name of Anthony Spade, he's like a perfect personification of, I think it's just a terrible trend amongst us, black men. And how do I say this? Far too many black YouTubers, men in particular, are making far too much content about women. And, we as men, of course, have a natural desire, infatuation with the opposite sex, and that's good and great and all, but I think we're just going way too overboard with it. We look at 80% of the content that these black YouTubers are putting out, men in particular. It's always about women and what they do. And you have to understand that in this society, um, which is gynocentric to the fullest extent, you're not going to be able to do anything about it. Women are going to do what they do, and there's pretty much nothing you can do about it. And there's a lot of bitching and complaining, and just too much infatuation. And we have to ask ourselves, is this all we're going to talk about? Is this all we're going to focus on in life? Is the opposite sex and what they have, between their legs? I mean, it's just something that we really have to dive into, and ask ourselves. Um, let me play some of this dude's content right here.
All right, because you got to realize the WAP can stretch to the size of a baby, but it can also stretch with the amount of men that she's been with as well. The walls inside the WAP is what's actually used to please a man. Once those walls are out, a woman can no longer please a man, which is why you see a lot of women that may go to extremes and she tries to please a man the other way through the other hole, you know? Because she really needs a man to be pleased by her in order for her to conquer him. Which is why when the WAP don't really work that good, she gets better at giving fellatio. And a lot of women that really needs the confidence, that has the insecurity and knows like my WAP is no good, my walls are no longer pleasing men as fast as I need them to. Guys are having sex with me for longer periods of time. When you start when you're able to have sex with a woman for like 45 minutes, the WAP is no good. And she knows it's no good. So she becomes better at fellatio because a fellatio is a certified way of her conquership. If you ejaculate, she feels good. She feels sexy. That's how come in porn, it's a big deal for the man to ejaculate at the end. It's a really big deal to a woman. Guys don't understand this. You just thinking like, oh, they're nasty. No, it's a form of conquership watching a man ejaculate. She feels like she has power. The dumber she is, the more that is power to her. So,
Uh, is it just me? But does like anybody see anything wrong? Like, I mean, come on, we're all gonna be men. We're all gonna want to get it in, you know. But it's like there just comes a point when it's too much ever enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's look at this dude. Okay, look at his videos. Like all the content that he has along with other YouTubers, black YouTubers in particular, it's like everything has to be about women. Like everything has to be, um, it's just too much. It's just too oversaturated with women this, women that. What do women want? What do women don't like? And it's like, uh, it's just too much. It's like, and that's what's wrong with black men in this country and around the world. It's like we're just too focused on women when there's other aspects of life that are important as well. It's like sometimes I wonder, like all these dating coaches and gurus, like are they really getting it in as much as they claim? Because I really don't think that they are. I'll be willing to bet you that the vast majority of like YouTubers that are so-called dating gurus and you know self-proclaimed ladies men who proclaim that they know anything and everything about the opposite sex, like I would be willing to bet like the vast majority of them, you know, um, probably jacking off at night. It's like, but yeah, we as black men in the upcoming year, like we got to start, you know, becoming more. We have to become more. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm not a English major, so sometimes it takes me a minute to find the right words that I'm looking for. Um, yeah, but one thing I've noticed about black men ever since I was a youngster, I've noticed that we're just not connected. Black people back in the day, prior to Jim Crow, they had no choice. They pretty much had to be connected, and that's been lost through the generations. All we think about is, you know, how to come upon somebody else's woman and, vagina this, vagina that. It's like, yeah, we know vagina is important, but at the same time, you still got bills to pay. And let's face it, the vast majority of women that you want, they're not going to want you if you're not serious about life and if you're not serious about, getting a career. And I see no black men who have no, YouTube channels that are, based on, how you can put money in your pocket and what career path you should take and, how to be a more productive person in society. It's always got to be about, this woman this and this woman that. And um, it's just, it's just sad. There's another YouTuber that's, kind of popular. His name is O'Shea. And I used to like watching his videos, but, you know, he's gone to that, uh, he's dived too much into that stratosphere as well. Like all of his videos are just, it's all too focused on women. It's just, it's just too much. Like look at all of his videos. It's just, it's just overkill. It's like that's what's wrong with black men, and we wonder why we haven't really done too much in the past. You know, since the civil rights movement, like we as black people really haven't really done all that much as far as creating businesses and better opportunities and better living conditions. Is because the black man's mind is just too focused on vagina, vagina, vagina. So I'm gonna put this video out there, and I just want y'all to, I'm kind of new at this, YouTube thing. I'm still within my first 10 videos. I don't really make videos, too often as much as I should, but there's got to be some, I just can't be the only one who's noticed this. But yeah, I didn't want to keep y'all too long because I got to get somewhere anyway. But if you like this video, like and subscribe. That way, other men can get a hold of this and share it. One thing about one thing that I learned in my life is that sometimes you gotta, especially as a black man, we can't just depend on the algorithms to help us out in this YouTube stratosphere because there's so much competition out there. So let's go the extra distance and just go the extra mile. It won't take too long, but go ahead and put this through. Put this through to send it through to a couple of your friends. If everybody were to send this to a couple of friends, um, we could spread the word faster because we really all we got, really. But I ain't gonna keep you too much longer, and there will be a video coming out soon. Take care, and I'll be making another video soon.